Welcome back, everyone, to our quick overview of the book of Mark. The study guide is to point out the important things that matter for you today. In chapter 8, we start a little break from chapter 7, where some very heavy information. And here we have the feeding. So it's changed a little bit in a direction where, but it's a setup for other things, but it's changing directions where he's talking more about to his own people, his disciples that become apostles. And he says, how many loaves do you have? And they told him. And then when they're done, baskets left over of the broken pieces. And he returned to his boat. And that we'll pick up here later on. But then he gets into something else. Starts talking about the Pharisees. They came to argue with him. Why does this generation seek a sign? Because that's what they're asking. Everyone says the same thing now. Prove God is real. What does Jesus say? Usually he says, the only sign you'll be given is the sign of Jonah. An Old Testament reference. Here, Mark is quoted as saying, no sign will be given to this generation. How could you not see? How could you not tell? I'm standing right in front of you. I'm telling you you should know exactly what I'm talking about, but you don't. Again, they're blind to it. Their faith and their view has shifted away from God's commandments and his teachings to their own traditions. They're blind. Not everyone is necessarily evil and a Satanist and going to hell because of it. But they're wrong. And usually it comes about from laziness. People just don't care. I go to church. My Pastor Bob, he's a good guy. He went to church or college to become a pastor of our church. He's got like 3 master's degrees. He's a swell guy. All I have to do is just go to church and I'm fine. Well, wrong again. How could you not take the time to just read a little? And that's what the study guide is for, just to help you along and encourage you to continue to go. I don't want to give you the answers, but there's very, very important things that you need to know that are usually being concealed from you. And when people want signs, that's what they're seeking. Even Christians, I want a sign. There's not going to be any sign. It's something inside of you that changes your view. And then you see. That's the sign you'll get. Truth. There's no great emotion. There's just not feeling crappy all the time. The emotions fall away. Happiness is an illusion. The more you understand that, the better you'll be, because you are your own worst enemy in this game. You are your own worst enemy. If you just sit down and listen, you'll get it when you pray and he answers you. Because that's what all this leads to, prayer and asking, why this, why that? He'll answer, and then you'll get it. Or you won't get it. But that'll be because of you. You won't be able to blame it on Pastor Bob. I tell you that. But he's talking about being aware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the leaven of Herod. And I'm warning you, beware of your church and your pastors, your parents, your friends, everybody. Because they're insane. Just like anyone else, just with religion. And it's not because they hate you, and it's not because they're bad people. It's just that they're under a delusion. And they'd rather go along with the crowd than do the right thing. That's what this is about. You want to do the right thing, and I'll help you. I'll show you. I'm not an intercessor. I've just shown it to you. You, through prayer, figure it out on your own. This information exists. That's all. This isn't a ministry. I don't care if people listen to it or not. But for the people that do, what you'll gain is insight into what's happening, the world around you. No theology, no opinion, straight from the text and what it says. But be aware of me as well. Be aware of everyone and everything. But listen. So when you are being given information, you'll be able to recognize it. You'll be able to recognize what I'm saying. Why you discussed the fact they have no bread from earlier. Again, we have these numbers 12 and 7. This just means perfection and completeness. So basically what he's saying is, you believe in God, believe in me, and believe that God and his kingdom that's coming will take care of everything. Take care of the food, take care of the illness. Don't worry about it. Just have faith. Just believe. Again, faith. Faith, 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 faith. Just believe. Only believe. Do you not yet understand? Don't you get it? How long you've been with me? Don't you see? It's the same thing for us today. Don't you see? I mean, they have no idea. You know. It's right here. But everyone's telling you some different story. But concentrate on this. Don't concentrate on me. Listen to this. Listen to what's being said. Do you not yet understand? Faith, faith, faith. Prayer, prayer, prayer. Do you understand? Just believe. Only believe. That's what these stories are for. They're eyewitness accounts to people having faith and believing. And when the kingdom came after Christ's death, it's invisible, but it's still the same. But you have to believe. Works the exact same way, just someone's not physically doing it like Jesus was. Came into Bethesda, and they healed the man who was blind. Another great story. Do not enter the village. Don't tell anyone. Here we have from, in Matthew 16, it gets a little more detailed, and you kind of wonder where this keeper the key stuff comes from. But this is Mark, and it's supposed to be from Peter. Like Mark is Peter's assistant. There's none of that here. We still have the who do people say that I am? But then he warns them, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Shh. It's a secret. Okay? And then he says, the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders, and the chief priests and the elders, and be killed. After 3 days he will rise again. People argue this is a literal 3 days. We'll never know. But the point is he will rise again. Just like you, the believer, will rise again. I don't think Jesus came back in a body to show what was happening. That won't happen to us. Apparently. Hasn't happened in 2,000 years that we know of, scientifically. But you will follow exactly the way Jesus followed into heaven. You will ascend without your physical body. But in your spiritual body, you will. Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. That's what this is. I am the way. And that's what this is about. You must pick up your cross and follow me. You must deny yourself, meaning you must turn away from this earth and all the earthly things in it and take up your cross and follow me. You must do as I do. If you suffer, you will suffer. If you don't, you don't. but you still must do it. Every journey starts with the first step. And then we have, from a lot of other, whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake in the Gospels will save it. For what does a man profit to gain the whole world and to forfeit his soul? For what will a man give in exchange for his soul? It's not about earthly things, it's about heavenly things. You're turning away from your natural self. You're turning away from this earth and towards God. Okay? And here we have the kind of cryptic, whoever is ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous, sinful against you, the Son of Man will also be ashamed of him when he comes in the glory of his Father and the holy angels. Kind of seems like he's talking about two different people here. It's like me, Jesus Christ, as a human, but then when I come back as the Son of Man, if you look at Revelation, they never say Jesus. They just say the Lamb, one like the Son of Man. So that's another one of these little mysteries. Is he talking about me as a human and then me as the Son of Man when I come back as a different person? Don't know.